Hey, my Capricorn babies, what's going on? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good week, a good start to the week. This is going to be Capricorn's October 2020 reading. Finished shuffling up the cards. I shuffled the other deck already. I know I've been kind of lax doing the monthlies because my job is it's something else. Anyway, Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for October 2020. I'm going to try and get a little more regular with doing the monthlies for all the signs. At any rate, I got a lot of stuff going on at the house. Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let me pull one more. So this is going to be, I'm going to do 2 weeks at a time. That's the moon card. That's your challenge card. What is up with this? Yeah, there's some deception going on. That's kind of out there. So the first 2 weeks of October, the Emperor, the King of Cups, the Two of Cups. Somebody ain't telling the truth. Queen of Swords, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of little stuff, but it's little stuff that can turn into big stuff. So the Eight of Swords pulls the Two of Coins. The King of Rods pulls the High Priestess. The Emperor pulls the Five of Cups. I'll be damned. King of Cups pulls the Two of Wands. Two of Cups pulls the Four of Swords. Queen of Swords pulls the Three of Coins. Judgment pulls the Seven of Coins. Ace of Swords pulls the Knight of Cups. Wow. Cap, what the hell? The hell? What y'all doing? Y'all got a little piece over here, big piece over there. Your overall energy, well, okay, let me go back. The moon card for your challenge and your centerpiece, it's about being practical. It's about not overdoing, but I mean, the real thing with the moon, whenever it shows up, it's about facing fears and dealing with things that you don't want to deal with. Mars is in retrograde right now, so that's going to play a big part in that, making you, it's almost a feeling of second guessing yourself, but in this instance for you, Cap, you're really trying to analyze and see what's around you, what's working for you, what's not working for you. The High Priestess is yelling that in my ear. On the front end of your overall energy, the Two of Coins and the Eight of Swords, it's the fear of moving on, just fear, and you're trying to weigh out, just what the hell I say, you're trying to weigh out your options, trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. And for some of you, it feels like you're feeling like the best thing to do right now is no thing, not nothing, just kind of in a holding pattern. But in that holding pattern, don't let that not let you work on what's making you afraid to move forward. On the back end of your overall energy, the High Priestess sitting on top of the King of Wands. Yeah, you may have a new person already in your environment, and they may be a bit much to deal with, but as it plays out in your overall energy, you're feeling kind of restricted, almost like you're in a fishbowl. Just like that's looking, almost. And when the High Priestess comes, you know, she's about her shit, but she also got a bag of tricks up her sleeve, too. Don't get that part twisted. And it feels like some of you were trying to figure out what the new bag of tricks looks like. Something rubbing you the wrong way. If you got a new person in your experience, it's just somebody you just met recently within the last 2 or 3 months, something about them is not rubbing you right. And that's kind of bubbling up to the surface. And again, you're in that way and option mode thing, trying to not go overboard, trying to be practical. You are an earth sign, so that is definitely a part of it. And trying to face your fears. Looking at the first week with the Five of Cups sitting on top of the Emperor, some of you may be coming out of a situation that's just not equal. And for some of you, some of the damage has been done already. The cups is already spilled over. For others of you, they're on their way to tipping right the hell up off the table to the floor. And it's an unequal situation. We come right back up here to the Two of Coins. That's our energy. That's earth energy. But you're doing this. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I let this person go? This doesn't, let me back up. This reading does not feel like it has a lot to offer for people that are trying to be in or are in long-term relationships. Let's just put that there. There may be a nugget here and a nugget there, but this is really for those caps that are out, just kind of out and about right now. You got people, more than one, obviously, that you're interested in, but the newer person is just, that's what this person is, their energy is big enough that it's a part of your overall energy. And it's something that they're doing. They may be acting arrogant. They may seem distant. They may seem cold, even to you, Capricorn. And just, they're so about whatever it is. You like them, but they're so into whatever it is they're into. It's almost just a big turnoff. So some of y'all are watching the cups fall over. And you may not feel a sense of stability. In this deck, this Emperor got something to do with stability. Any Emperor's got something to do with stability, but it's brought out more with this card. And for this reading in particular, it just feels like you're missing a leg off a table. That's what it feels like. One or two people that you're dealing with. And with the cups being tipped over, some of y'all are okay with that, because you want to get out of it and move forward anyway. Getting further into the first week, the King of Cups with the Two of Wands sitting on top. Yeah, there may be a situation, and we're in passive aggressive season with Mars going retrograde. It's that kind of energy. This person may, or a person may, try to just fuck up the energy. Just fuck up the energy. They're trying to control. They're trying to play mind games with some of you. They may be, for some of you, this may even be baby mama, baby daddy energy. Trying to play games with the kids and just making a mess out of everything. And they're just really messing up the energy that you've got going on, or that you're trying to have, and it's making it more difficult for you not to say something. When you get to the end of that first week, you might be a little reluctant to be jumping off into something. For some of you. For others of you, this may be a good thing. Take some time with a newer person, go somewhere, do something that you haven't done, and kind of see where you are with that relationship. Again, in this deck, this Two of Wands, I'm sorry, it's about manifesting, going back to the drawing board just one more time and tweaking the picture just one more time. It's the Two of Wands, not the Ace of Wands, so you're in it, but you're not quite sure. I'm still coming back to this, whoever this is. For some of you, just person just gets on your nerves. They talk too much, or they don't talk enough, or something that irritates you. When we get to the second week in October, with the Three of Coins on top of the Queen of Swords, probably gonna start making plans, but some of you may have some money issues, some coinage problems, and this may be because the Queen of Swords is that boundary bitch. put your name in the upper left-hand corner and the date in the upper right-hand corner, that shit. And so in certain situations, not necessarily romantic, maybe professional, you didn't have real clear boundaries about your money. So now you're trying to make plans and get your money back in order. Some of you may be making a break. Once again, sitting up underneath that 5 of Cups, some of you may be getting ready to make a break from where you're working to go work somewhere else. Or if you're in a collaborative project, y'all hear me? I think I said it right. You may be thinking about dipping out because the people are arguing too much. There's too much politicking and crap going on, and for you, not enough work. And Capricorn is the sign that is definitely about work. So making plans about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what you're doing with your money. A little further into that energy with the 7 of Coins sitting on top of the Judgment card. Dealing with acceptance. Sometimes you can only nurture something so damn far before there's nothing else you can do. So some of you, this could be job related. That coin energy up here on top. It could also be relationship related, where you have just done all you can do. All the watering and opening the windows and the blinds. And you've just done everything that you can do. And person or people may, they may just, you may have to just literally cut some folks off so you can move on and move ahead. It's a real heavy energy of things kind of blocking you. And if you just step over to the left or to the right, you can bypass all of it. But if you continue to trying to water a dead plant, I'm sorry, that's what it feels like though. Trying to water it, you gotta come to the acceptance. Making that judgment, coming to making a decision. It's not gonna happen. You can't do anything else. And then that just brings us right over here to the Ace of Swords. This is where the making decision part becomes permanent. And if I was looking at a dude like this, you might just cut off communication with whoever this is. You might be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. One of those two, I don't know, that's the energy that's coming back. Or they may have one or some of those qualities in their natal chart real hard. But just cutting it off. Some of y'all just making a decision to just, you may go as far as to ghost somebody. I'm just saying. That's the energy. That's what it feels like. I don't know. Y'all got a lot of little stuff going on. As it relates to daycare, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you've got kids, you're trying to make plans, you may have to go a different route. Because somebody might just be charging you just too much money for what you need them to do. As far maybe tutoring, it may be daycare, anything along those lines. They might just be asking you for too much money. So you may need to come up with something else, another idea, another plan. Oh, y'all got the 5 of Cups twice. Just, oh, wow. Moving up, though, to the 8 of Cups. 4 of Wands, the Death card, 6 of Swords, with the real Queen of Swords right there. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Coins, the World card, that's a definite ending coming. 6 of Coin and the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So pretty much just a pickup for where we were in the first 2 weeks. You get to the 3rd week, that's definitive now. 5 of Cups is done deal. Wave, bye-bye. And now, emotionally, you start getting out of that seesaw I don't want to say mood swings, but yeah, mood swings, roller coaster type activity where you've been feeling kind of out of sorts emotionally, getting up off them cups, getting on some more solid ground emotionally because you let something go or someone, most likely someone, who was playing a lot of games. And it's disappointing. Just the fuck it is. It's just disappointing, but I think most of you are just going to be glad that it's over anyway, coming into a transformation. And that was up here as well with the Judgment card. So changes. This has got implications to old folks leaving, new folks coming. So there may be some changes on the friendship front. These are big changes. You may have people that you've known for 20 years, been your next door neighbor or something, and now they're moving halfway across country because of coronavirus. Whatever, however that's resonating. But usually the wedding card. These are solid relationships that we're talking about. And not just romantic relationships. These are solid relationships, solid people. And so transformation. But new people will be coming in. There may be some tears. It feels like a lot of close friendships and partnerships are getting ready to be pulled apart. But with the Death card here, it's time. Might just be time to just change up, and this is the universe's way of helping you do that. With the Queen of Swords sitting on top of the Six of Swords over here, it's about coming back, getting some balance, and check that out, fresh start. Some of you may be moving away from said happy family people. And so it's about the organization and how prepared you are for this. The more prepared you are for it, the better. Those of you that are moving, those of you that have people moving out of your home at this time, the more organized and prepared that you are, the better it will be. Even if the other people aren't prepared and organized, the more you are, the better it will be. And again, this got the energy of a fresh start coming right behind the Death card. It's coming. I know. Sounds all bleak and shit, but it truly is not. Last week of the month, 4 of coins sitting on top of the 7 of coins. You may be fearful. You may feel frustrated, and you may be wondering how come you can't create something with lasting value. How come I can't have that relationship that just goes on and on and on and on and on? But don't let that make you feel guarded. Don't let your feeling of lack or scarcity make you feel guarded, like you shouldn't trust or you shouldn't love anymore. That's what you shouldn't do. And that may be the tendency, whatever you got going on the first half of the month, a lot of changing, a lot of realization and awareness of how situations really are, can get you at the end of the month like, fuck it, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't looking at nobody, I ain't gonna call nobody. Don't get there. Don't get there. You're gonna just, telling the story by itself, have to recognize the ending for what it is with the World card and be open, your own energy, coin energy, to what's coming to you. Take the wisdom, the knowledge that you gain from friendships, working relationships, mentors, people that you've been fond of. Take whatever they've given you and let that propel you to the next thing. You get to the end of this with the 4 swords. The 4 swords twice. You got a lot of doubles here, so a lot of serious energy. The 4 swords. Don't get into playing the victim. And again, with everything that you got going on at the beginning of the month, it would be easy to just stand outside. Can I get a bad day? They hurt me. I get it. But do your best. As frustrating as situations may be, as fucked up as people may be, try not to get into any kind of victim mentality and get some inspiration out of what's going on around you. I know it's painful, loss, and changing in partnerships and shit is never easy, especially if you've been honing in on one person, you've been dating three, and the one person you honing in on is just turning out to be a total and complete ass jerk. I'm just saying, male or female. Try to find some inspiration in all this rubble and mess. And let that knowledge, there's a world card down here, take you to the next thing. That's all you can do. If you get stuck in this energy, it may be a while before you actually come out of it, because it is so heavy. And some of this is personal shit. People just fucking with you. New people or newer people irritating you, and you can't figure out why. But you being fearful, you know, to make a move one way or the other, once again, that's your challenge, the moon. Take a look at what you're doing, even to attract those types of people. Those of you that are losing people to go in other places, that I feel that too. Do whatever grieving process you have to do. Long-term friendships, see your friends moving away for work or their kids or whatever the case may be. Well, there you go. There's first two. Be selective and do something different. Grieve the way you need to grieve. And feel the way you need to feel. But don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Be selective. Those of you, like I said, that are kind of dating around and got 2 or 3 or 4 folks, you know, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday, whatever. Be selective. Be selective. Don't settle for the one, you know, obviously you're not going with the person that's getting on your nerves, but then don't settle for the one that's mediocre either. You deserve better than that. Do something different. Especially those of you that are leaving people or have people leaving you, and you had a routine, you bowled together on Tuesday, or, you know, even in the midst of the pandemic, you still met over the fence, backyard, whatever. To ease the pain a bit, do something different. Do something different. If you did bowling on Tuesday, do something. Go to the movies or something, whatever something else is, but do something different. That will help you move ahead. In relationships, people acting all stupid. Do you. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. But don't let anybody have you with the fishbowl thing, constricting you, trying to lay down whatever law they feel like we're going to do this. And they obviously don't know Capricorns very well. But do you. Do you. Anybody making you feel like you're not doing a good enough job, or you're not paying enough attention to them, however that's resonating. Do you. Fuck it. You can't please everybody. And those of you that are watering the dead plant, stop. Do something different. For real. Let's see. Sound check. Listening to what people are saying around you, because that may be there may be information that you need to hear, something that may be right in your face, but you can't see it because you're too close to the situation. Take your time. If you are making a decision on a relationship in particular, take your time. There's no hurry, Cap. There is no hurry whatsoever. You've got the upper hand in all of this, so don't feel like you playing with half a deck. You got a full hand, flush. But take your time. Don't let anybody force you. And whoever you're dealing with, whoever this is resonating with, whoever you're dealing with, they know you got the upper hand. So they're trying to counter you because they don't want you to have the upper hand. They want to be just as much in control as you are, but for whatever reason, they aren't and you are. So be mindful of that. Sleep on it. Making decisions. What the hell else? Sleep on it. People pressuring you. Even with jobs. You know, if people really want you, they'll wait. They'll wait. That's why I like to interview towards the end of the week. So they can call me on Friday and I can tell them I'll get back with you on Monday. Sleep on it. You don't have to there's no rush here, Cap. You are perfectly fine. Those of you that are, you know, just kind of swinging and hanging out, you are perfectly fine by yourself. So this is not any of these little situations as they relate to you. You don't have to rush into anything. Again, on the other side of that, people that you're dealing with may want you to rush because they're in a pickle and they're in a crisis situation, and they may not be telling you that, but their actions are saying that. I'm gonna leave it here, Cap. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you have a good beginning to the month of October next week. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.